How's it going today, guys? You are welcome to join if you want. How's it going today, guys? Anything new going out there? Hopefully this is working. If you can hear me and you can see me, write something in the chat. If you're here watching, please hit that like button for me. Let me know how everybody's doing today. Just working on getting the airlines put in, so everything is ready to rock and roll. I'm just using some ferrules. They're crimping ferrules from Amazon, 1.5 by 1.5 millimeter. They work good. I'm using a 0.7 millimeter lead wire. I don't do this very often, so how can I do music? Let's see. Background music. Well, if anybody knows how, maybe you can let me know. Video clips, background, default graphics, overlay. So what's everybody up to? More than welcome to join if you want to join. Sometimes this stuff can be a bit of a go. It does bend quite easily. Mr. JP, how are you, sir? I'm not even sure if it's working properly, so looks like there's 4 watching. Let me know if you can hear me. Someday I'll grow up and I'll have a proper mic and headset. How's the 55 coming? You ever use lead wire on your stuff? Yeah, I saw that one. It looks pretty good so far. I just wonder if you got any further on it. Oh, my junk doesn't help either. Just a cheap set of headphones from Amazon. Does the job, I guess, but you know, not the best. Not the best stuff. Just waiting for paint and everything to come along thing. So I can start doing painting on this. Got a bunch of Createx coming for it. Let's see here. How do I let you in?
What's going on,
That's
man?
how we do it. That's how we let you in. I'm still in this restream stuff. But I'm doing pretty good.
Oh, that's awesome.
You can hear me fine?
Yeah. So, are you doing that a Mack truck frame?
Kenworth.
Kenworth. Okay.
That's the Super Boss.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I figured since Brian wasn't able to do it or whatever there yesterday and that, and I figured, well, what the hell, I may as well get on the live stream today and, you know, give us a place to hang out for a little while at least.
Yeah, that super sports modeling guy that goes on there on Brian's every so often.
Yeah.
He's been doing one at noon my time. I don't know what time that'd be for you, but
Noon for you if you're 4 hours, I think, right? So noon would be 4 for me. Because right now it is 7, almost 7:15.
is it really that late? Holy crap!
No, I'm on the East Coast.
Oh yeah, it's 3:40. Okay.
You know,
I still thought it was like 2 o'clock.
I don't know if what is it, Florida? I don't know if Florida is on the same time zone as me. I think they are, but they might be Ontario, Quebec for me. Because I'm actually further in.
Yeah, you're like, yeah.
Because Florida should be what, 6:15 right now?
Yeah.
I think.
Hey Mopar, you could jump in here too, buddy.
Yeah, jump in, buddy. Haven't seen your ugly face for a while. Heard your voice a few times, you know, trying to do some cal induction screens there on your Ram Charger, but stop working on the 1-to-1 and come join us and working on the models here. Oh, no worries. No worries. Maybe next time. Head colds are some of the worst to have. Some.
Cool, man.
I don't know. I haven't seen Pappy for a while. I don't know what Frizzo's up today. Frizzo's up to today.
They're on. I can tell you.
I don't have all the fancy chat with those guys.
Oh, maybe they. Oh, maybe they ended it.
They wouldn't be working today, would they?
Yeah, Frizzo and Super Sport Model Shop. That's where they're at.
Oh, was he live over there or something?
Yeah.
Ah, it's weird. I didn't get a notification for it or anything. Pretty sure I'm subscribed to him.
Hey, I'll be right back. I gotta
Yep.
take a phone call.
Mopar, I see you've been doing a lot of videos lately of cars or other people's cars, one or the other. How's that coming along? Weather hasn't been too bad here. A little gloomy and a few showers today. Pretty good rain shower yesterday. Well, if you can still hear me, Mopar, hopefully you feel better soon. Nice to see three of us here. How's everybody doing today? If you don't mind, hit that like button for me, please. Let me know that you're here. Say hi, everybody in the chat. I'm just sitting here working on the Super Boss, putting some air lines, fuel lines, things like that. Munchkin, how's it going today, sir? Thanks for joining. You can always join in if you want. Mr. Curb, how are you guys today? You can jump in if you want, Steve. Well, that's always a good time of day, getting off work. Can never complain about those days. Get home, have some supper, right? Do some modeling. Yeah, it's coming along pretty good. I'm doing all the air tanks and stuff right now and fuel lines. No, I haven't tried that hood scoop yet. I haven't started working on that car. Hoping to as soon as I'm done with this group build, big rig group build. So get on to the shop car. That's going to be a fun one to do. I want to find out if that hood scoop, if I can make it work or not. Hopefully I can. You can jump in if you want, Kurt. I have 4 people watching, so we're doing good so far. Just thought I'd take up some space, give somebody or give some people somewhere to go for a little while. What are you working on right now, Steve? All right, on. We're up to 5 watching. That's cool. Thank you, guys. Justin just had to take or Josh just had to take a call, but he'll be back when he's done. I don't normally go live, but maybe I should more often. What do you guys think? Not overly there, Munchkin. I was just reading your post about the progress in the big rig, and it's like, yeah, slowly getting there. I'm getting the airlines and fuel lines routed right now. Not that you're going to see much of it, but hey, thought I'd do it. One of those things that, I know it's there. Good thing lead wire is easy to bend and maneuver. Although sometimes it doesn't make it much easier. Yeah, they especially an old one. It's I expect it to be you know misfitting and lots of flash, and things like that. But that's I guess how a lot of modelers get their experience. Though build a couple old AMTs and well, hang the hell on, right? You're either gonna hate it, you're gonna love it, or you're gonna figure out how to build it.
And I'm back.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's good. You know.
Yes. Unfortunately, sometimes you'll get way too familiar. Sometimes the perch just don't like you and they say, too damn bad, I'm not going there. Yeah, an AMT will test you and it will teach you how to be a modeler.
For sure, yeah.
Especially these older ones that, you know, that they just didn't have the technology back then to make awesome molds, right? They did the best they could and away they went.
And they were also popping out a lot more models then too, so they had to be more quantity than quality.
Yeah.
Which is
unfortunate. Yeah. And then you take and repop them and you can only fix it so much, right?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
You can only retool it so much before you have to spend all kinds of money to make a whole new one.
Yep, you're probably not wrong on that one. What on the other one?
But yeah, an AMT, it'll teach you how to be a modeler real quick because you're either throwing it in the garbage or you're going to fight with it and you're going to make it work.
You're probably not wrong on that.
Just depends on how much you want to actually build it.
Yeah.
Sometimes the models become even older because they sit in a box for freaking 3 years. You get so frustrated.
For sure.
Throw it back in the box and say, screw it, I'll work on it again some other time. 3 years later.
I had plans to build that. Right?
Yeah. Nothing's defeated me yet. Not when I was a kid and not now.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I mean, it's been, I don't know, 30 some years since I built a model kind of thing. So I got back into it on YouTube. The models you see me build on YouTube, those were the first ones since I was like 13, 10, somewhere in there.
I think generally that's usually the norm, right?
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with that.
What'd you do? Break it off, Munchkin?
The notch was 180 degrees from where it should be.
Yeah. Well, that's like this freaking transmission. Upper cross member, the way they show it, it's 180 degrees out. You actually have to turn the cross member around, flip it over, then put it together. Then it'll all fit. But I mean, that could be just the drawings, right? That's probably just a simple mistake that anybody could make even nowadays. You know, you can't blame anybody for that. I mean, how many books have you ever read that, you know, have a misprint in it or something?
What? No way.
Even Stephen King's got a book that's got misprints in it. What are you working on there?
Working on the legs.
That's for the yeah. That looks looking pretty good so far from what I can see.
Yeah, I broke it probably about a month ago on a live stream. I just dropped it right on the floor. showing one of the
Ouch.
people I was interviewing, and took me probably about a week to get all the parts printed back out for it, and then getting all the parts, kind of prepped and
Put it all back to where you were.
Oh no, I'm still not back to where I was. I still have to wash these. I'm just kind of doing some of the detail stuff. That way when I
That all
wash it, yeah.
It's all 3D printed. That.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'd have been super pissed if this was like the one for like $3,000.
Whoa.
Yeah, to buy this model from Forge World, it costs about $3,000.
Holy hell.
And that doesn't even get you everything. You still have to buy some of the accessories and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. I'll be back in a second. I gotta turn this friggin' heater off. I got an electric baseboard heater just underneath this bench. When it kicks in, it just rolls right up in front of me.
I get it. No worries.
Probably why I'm not bigger than I am. I sweat so much freaking sitting here building models.
Yeah, you're still pretty much in wintertime weather, right? Or is it starting
Not
to
so
warm
much
up?
here. Yeah, not so much here in New Brunswick. Our winters are quite mild here, right on the ocean, right? So I think maybe 3 times this winter, like literally 3 days, we've hit minus 25. So that'd be like, what, minus 18-ish or something for you guys?
Probably.
But rest of the time, it's... The hell is this crap? It's not what I wanted. It's not giving me what I want. I'm going to the weather site. I was going to check to see the weather.
It was supposed to snow here today. It hasn't yet, but we were supposed to get snow today.
It rained all day yesterday, pretty much. Here, weather.com. Today's just been gloomy and because it's saying +6 right now, but let's go Fahrenheit. So yeah, it's 42 right now. $40, $42, $40, $39, $39. Oh, that's just tonight. Or we go daily. Monday,
Yeah,
56.
big. Yes, it is. And this is just the legs. He might have seen it on the other thing a little while ago because when I was working on it.
Well, that's some of the airlines and fuel line.
+6 here, sunny, and +14 tomorrow. Wow.
That's what it's saying. Monday's 56, Tuesday's 48, Wednesday 59, and then Thursday's 49. That was nice, and I switched it over. Yeah, because it's +6 right now.
Yeah.
Gloomy, dark out. Showers on and off today. %86 humidity, 3% dew point. 998 metric bar pressure.
That sounds horrible.
Well, you got to remember at least where I am. Uh, Steve probably isn't much further off, but um, I'm pretty much at sea level here.
I got you.
I mean, I drive 8 minutes away from my house, and I'm at the ocean. I'm at the Bay of Fundy. It's the town. Like if the water rises too much with the tide, it actually comes up onto the streets. It's that like
There you go.
we are sea level. Maybe 20, 25 feet at max where I'm at above sea level. And where Steve is, he's probably pushing the 300. Don't know why I use Celsius. That's because the entire world changed over to the metric system. The U.S. is still on standard. That's why we use Celsius and millimeters. Yeah, I was going through one of my boxes here, like more of my boxes in storage. I found this 26th annual Hot Rod Show World magazine. Like this thing, I'm not even sure. Looks like 1985, July 28th. All it is just all the old cars. Just pictures. It's very little articles in this one. 54 Buick, little Corvettes, Firebirds. Nice reference pictures in this one. The old Mopars, 68 Pro Gas Hemi Barracuda. I was always a model and car guy. Collected all the magazines and everything. What? I say he rules, yeah. Well, the stupid thing is that, I mean, everything's changed over to metric, right? But yet, you still buy a 2x4, you still buy a 4x8 sheet of plywood. Like, I was raised more on the SEE than I was the metric system. So I'm still like, oh, it's 5'3", right? But technically, metric system is more accurate for measuring. unless you want to start using like, you know, one 1/84 or something like that, 1/32. You know, now you're getting pretty small. Or start using a decimal system. You know, 0.030 of an inch kind of thing. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Oh, that's
Probably
cool,
not.
dude.
Hard to show all the wires and stuff on it. All the piping and the tanks and stuff. Be a lot easier once it's painted. But yeah, all my fuel lines are run, my air tanks, all the way across, up to the engine, the air pumps, run it up to the fuel pump once the engine is in. Oh, do some more detail painting on the engine. I gotta wait for that paint to show up though.
Oh yeah.
I ordered a bunch more of the Createx paint.
Nice.
I've got
Which color?
nothing. Tell you here in a second. Spray gunner. I got the opaque sky blue, sealer white. Picked up some 40/40 bleed checker
That's
and the opaque daylight blue. That's all coming. Now I'm hoping between the daylight blue and the opaque blue or opaque sky blue, or I can match the blue that I need for this. I've already got the dark blue. The red I've got figured out for the stripes. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, Gary. Yeah. Doesn't matter where anybody lives to me. I don't give a shit. You want to live on the moon? Well, I'll live on the moon. You know, like I don't
what's
judge nobody for
SAE?
nothing.
What's SAE?
That's your standard measurement. You got standard and metric.
I got it. I got it now.
Yeah, I've been watching my monetization chart there, where it tells you, you know, how many subscribers you got and how many watch hours you have. Hey, Mary.
Yeah.
Welcome in. And I've noticed that, about a week ago, I was at 2,326 watch hours, right?
Okay.
And I checked today, I'm at 2,219 watch hours. How the hell does your watch hours drop? They should only go up. I mean, my subscribers are going up. They're watching.
So some of that is on an average, right? Is that I don't really pay attention to all that stuff, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I think
Me neither.
those are on average.
The thing is, like, it's where it's metered, right? Because it says, you know, you need 1,000 subscribers and you need 4,000 watch hours, right? And it's got a meter showing you where you're at, right? So I'm at what 836 right now subscribers. And like I said, last week I was at 2326, and now I'm at 2219.
Yeah.
How the hell did the watch hours drop? Like there's something wrong here, people. Are they trying to prolong me so they don't have to pay people?
Well, like, to be honest, you're not on that where you get paid for the watch hours, right?
No, I'm not monetized yet.
So
That's what this metering is, right? Is basically
yeah,
showing you that this is where you're at. You still need this much more. It's like, oh, okay, but
but for the
what?
most part, if you are concentrated on that, right, and you
Hmm,
get people that are actually getting paid actually have to pay attention to that number, because if they
yeah,
go below a certain spot, they don't get paid that month. Then they have to put out another video.
yeah. See, there is something like what you're saying there. I think I remember reading something that there, or somebody saying something to me that um, you got to have at least 4,000 watch hours per month. You know,
Yeah.
be able to stay in that monetized for that month. But I mean, at the same time, I don't know. I don't know anybody that's, well, I know a few people, but I don't really chat with them that are monetized big enough that they could tell me, hey, this is how it works, or this is, what they're doing or what they're looking at. You know, like I got when I am monetized, being in Canada here, I I don't even know how it's all going to work because YouTube is a U.S. company. How the hell does that work with taxes? Am I going to have to do two sets of taxes, one for the U.S. and like for the IRS, or and one for Canada, or are they going to take everything off that they need? Like, yeah, it's going to be quite the thing to figure out
Yeah, there's a
because they
whole
don't.
thing behind that. I don't have
Yeah,
enough to even worry about it yet. So, and I may not ever do
no,
that, but
I'm assuming that like YouTube's big enough, and it's been going long enough now that there's enough people in Canada that are on YouTube that are monetized that H&R Block, which is our tax companies, right? Like H&R Block
yeah,
is a place you can go get your taxes done, right? They
yeah,
must know how to deal with that. So if I were to say go in and have a consultation with somebody at H&R Block, they should, they say, okay, this is what you got to do. Set aside this percentage of taxes for when you do your taxes. Okay, so you can pay the Canadian tax, you can pay the U.S. tax, you can, you know, they must know all of this, or at least have a booklet on it saying, hey, this is what you're going to have to do. And when you're making this much for the year, you're going to be in this tax bracket, set aside this percentage of money to pay those taxes, or does it
yeah.
all come out of Canadian taxes and then it gets transferred over to US? Like, who knows? Like I don't even know if you get paid in US funds. Do you get paid in US funds? Do you get paid in Canadian funds?
I was gonna say you
The
better
US
hope for
company,
not Canada,
yeah,
right?
US. Well, I'm in Canada, so
No, I meant you don't
but
want to. You want to because Americans' dollars worth more than Canada right now, right?
yeah, it's 75 cents to our dollar. So if we wanted to buy you buy a dollar from you guys, we'd have to pay $1.25.
Oh, okay. I don't keep up with
If you
that.
want to buy it, yeah, if you want to buy a dollar from me, you would pay me 75 cents.
Oh, okay.
That's what it's at right now. Is is $75 US Canadian.
Well,
So, but thing is if they pay me US, I mean, if I make $100, it's only going to be $75 to give me, right? Because of our dollar difference. But if they pay me Canadian, well, then if I make 100, they give me 100. But out of that 100, how much do I got to set aside to pay Canadian taxes or US taxes? So it's going to be a learning curve. That's for damn sure. It's going to be a learning curve. That thing's looking wicked. How long have you been working on that?
year and a half.
Jeez.
Well, I mean, I had to print each one of these pieces out, and there's like printing it out took the longest part. I mean, and then I let it sit for probably. I let it sit for a while because I didn't know how I was going to paint it. I didn't, and then once I started painting it, it went by fairly quick, but it's still a process.
There's got to be
and then you have
at
all
least
the
20 something
work.
legs.
What was that?
There's got to be at least 20 pieces per leg.
So no, there's more than that. So
No.
there's let's see. So there's this piece that attaches to the leg.
Yep.
This piece, there's this piece.
Yeah, your knee joint.
You have this, and then you have each. Then there's four of these, and then one of those. And then you have this shin piece. And that's not even all the armor and stuff yet. That's just what the leg is.
That's just a skeleton.
Yeah. And then there's technically, I'm going to scratch build them, but there's technically cylinders and stuff that go from the leg to this middle section.
Yeah.
And there's 10 of those on each leg. Which was 2 pieces.
It'll be a few years before.
Yeah, I mean, I just got to finish the legs, really. And then I want to put, like, some of the decals on some of the armor stuff. But, it's.
I was going to ask you about that, if you have decals for it or not.
I do, and then I'm gonna airbrush like the Punisher logo on a couple of them.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, some of the decals I don't know if they're even gonna work. So. Good question, Blue. Okay, cool.
Well, I think she was talking about, like when she monetized, especially being in Canada, who do you pay taxes to? Like you paying it to the States, you paying it to Canada, because, are you doing taxes for the States and Canada or what, right? It's
I don't know,
stuff you got to think about when you're on YouTube, right? If you're going to be monetized. If you're not going to get monetized, then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I figured, what the hell? I applied for it, so if I ever reach 1,000, what the hell? I make $20. I make $20. If I get big enough and I'm making, a couple hundred a month or something, hey, it goes into camera equipment, it goes into buying more models, whatever. No, the channel will never get big enough that, I could live super comfortably,
Yeah, unfortunately, I do understand that one.
You're not going to pull in 10 grand a month or anything. I mean, you never know, but I highly doubt. Now, if you're doing stuff with,
You're gonna see a lot different videos out of me, that's for sure.
Oh, I mean, shit, even $2,000 a month. $2,000 a month, I could have a better camera. I could have, better workspace. Not just what was on sale and an old Nexus 5 cell phone that I'm using for a camera.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, you can't get much older than the old Nexus 5.
Yeah, them things are ancient, man.
That's what I do all my videos on.
Wow.
You know?
That's crazy.
I don't use iPhones or anything. I don't like iPhone. Yeah, that's what I use. An old Nexus 5.
There you go. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it works. It does the job. I can only get maybe about half hour of video on it, and then I got to dump it on the computer.
Yeah, probably.
Because it doesn't have the space on it, right? I got to keep it plugged in all the time, or it dies in 15 minutes.
Oh yeah, I bet, dude. Oh, cool. That's cool.
Yeah, that'd be a good one to see. 65 Chevy. Oh, I was watching what was it, HPI Workshop or whatever there. Him. I don't know if you watch him or not.
I do a little bit.
He did a model today of the 66 Chevelle Malibu. A white one.
Yeah.
It has the tilt front end. It says 2-in-1. Now, back in the day when I was a kid, he showed the side of the box where it has the black version with the high hood scoop and the flames on it, and then it shows the white version with the low hood scoop on it.
Yeah.
Right. Back in the day when I was a kid, I built both of those models. Now the black one is still black with the flames on it, and it was a separate model. And then what he showed there as the white version is actually a red model. And I painted mine forest green, but I still have both of those cars. So that one is coming out. When is that one coming out? July something, I think it is. It's coming out. So I want to get the third one so that when I have my other two here from storage, when my dad moves here in the summer, I'll have both of them. I'll build that white, that model kit, and then I can say that I've got all three of those versions.
Oh, nice. That'd be cool.
But yeah, it says 2-in-1, but all it is basically it gives you two different front seats, like the bucket seats, two different styles, and it gives you the two different hood scoop options. Other than that, everything is all identical, right? Because both cars were identical when I built them, other than the two hoods.
Okay.
So when I saw that today, I'm like, dude, I am so getting that model. But it won't be out. I could pre-order it, but the only place I can pre-order it is from round 2. And I ain't ordering nothing from them.
Why is that?
Well, for them, for me to order from them, it was like 33 something for the model, but their shipping to Canada is $54. I'll wait for it to come out in other places. $54. And I even emailed them about it and said, well, that's our flat rate for shipping international. I'm like, dude, That's to the border and about two provinces over from where you are. You know, how come I can get something from? Um, well, I've ordered some. I can't remember what it was. I ordered something from that came from California. I mean, it was only like $13 shipping, and I mean, hell, even spray gunner. It's only $18 for shipping from spray gunner, and that's coming from basically Miami, Florida. So why are these guys that are what central U.S. in a sense? $54 shipping? That's insane.
Are they in central U.S.?
Somewhere in there, yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I figured they were in like California or something.
I'm pretty sure it's the.
Oh yeah, I have no idea.
Come on, where the hell is it? Model Roundup. I'll bring up their website and I'll see. I'm pretty sure it was like central U.S. somewhere. Contact us. Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
Sandy Springs Place, Atlanta, Georgia.
That makes some sense now.
I think if I'm correct, it's somewhere around Central America there.
No, that's right
Central
above
U.S.
Florida.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know all my places in the states, but even, that makes it even worse. Why can I order stuff from Miami, Florida, at like $13 shipping, but then they're 54? Something wrong here, guys. So yeah, I'll wait for it to come out in hobby stores first. I'm talking about that the new '66 Chevelle Malibu, Steve. I saw it on what is it HPI Workshop today. The HPI guy Workshop or whatever it's called. He had that model on there. Yeah, it'd be nice to have a few extra model shops around, Mary. We're very limited on. Well, we've only have one here in New Brunswick, but I order most of mine. Most of my models come from either Ontario, some from Alberta, so they're coming right across Canada. Yes, Kurt. Yes, Steve. It's a Revell kit. Comes out. I think it said middle of July. I think it is. I've got the two original kits, and they just basically boxed it into one for a reprint. But yeah, I order most of my stuff. Most of my models come from Canada. Actually, almost everything I order comes from Canada, except for some of my like Detail Master stuff and Ted's Model Garage. My Createx paints coming from the States.
Yeah, one of the guys I hang out with on Fridays, he lives like right down the street from Coast Airbrush where they make all that wicked stuff.
Yep.
He
Yeah,
says
because
that's such
I've ordered. Yeah, I've ordered from them too. They got a big website there, just all kinds of stuff there.
What up,
Hey,
dude?
Steve.
Hey guys.
Here, I'll show you. I'll show you that model.
No, I've seen it on I guess probably somewhere on Facebook. Just a minute. Uh, just a phone call for the wife. No, you can buy Createx paints in Canada.
Yeah. See, I've
And
got this 66 here, this black one, and this is the new one.
Yeah. Hmm.
But the original, there's another one than that black one.
Yeah.
There's a red one that looks exactly like this with that hood scoop. And I've got the red one and I've got the black one. Now there's this one.
Okay. Just trying. Does the black? Well, no, I'm thinking another kit then. It must be the monogram one that has the flip up front fenders and that.
Yeah, the original is monogram.
Yeah.
The two original ones are monogram.
Right. So I wonder if that has.
There's a red one. Red one is exactly like the white one. It has the same hood scoop as the white one.
Right.
But yeah,
I had the monogram one. Had it, built it. But you can get across the border now. And if you go across the border, you can have your U.S. stuff delivered to Johnson's in Calais.
yeah, yeah. I'd have to get an access card or a passport or something.
Yeah. I don't know how much easier it is to get an access card.
The Nexus card?
Yeah.
Apparently, you just apply for it. Because it would actually be nice because then I could go to Walmart and not drive an hour and a half one direction to go to Walmart.
Well, that's right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I haven't been down since they've opened it up because I really don't have it. I used to get my models shipped there and to Johnson's because I buy them from a dealer in the States. And I used to get them shipped there. But when COVID come on, I couldn't get them shipped there because I couldn't get across the border. So one of the guys that buys from me, he drives trucks, so he's down there all the time. So he picks up my order.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah, it works pretty good because I have a deal with him. And he says, well, I can pick up the kits. And I said, yeah. So we made a deal, and he picks up the kits, and I go to his place and pick them up and call everybody out and say, hey, your order's in. Come and get them. But my kits are always cheaper than Scott's in Fredericton.
Oh yeah,
yes,
I mean,
like
Scott's good. I mean,
well, it's like this with Scott. I only buy a kit from Scott that I can't get, say from my guy in the States. Now he can't get Revell kits because Revell you have to buy all their stuff. Like their boats, their planes, tanks, whatever they're selling. So that's I don't he's not into that, so he doesn't get. All he deals is in the automotive stuff and trucks, of course.
Yeah,
but that's basically it.
Yeah,
he's pretty good,
Yeah, see, Jamie told me about a place. I think it's in Ontario,
right?
For the Createx paint.
Createx, yeah.
And yet, but yet shipping and their prices are a little bit higher,
right,
than Spray Gunner, but their shipping, it was like almost $12 more than Spray Gunner. So I'm like, well, why am I going to spend more on shipping for something that's closer to me when I can get it further away for a lot less?
Yeah, well, you have to do the dollar conversion too,
Yeah, even with the dollar conversion.
Yeah, okay.
That's made it about $12 more ordering it from Canada. And I'm like,
really? That's pretty strange.
It's pretty bad that I can order something from the States, even with the conversion, and still be cheaper than buying from Canada.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's
like
there's weird things going on for sure.
That's just the company pricing too high.
Yeah, for sure.
They they buy a bottle of Createx for $2. They price it at 13.
Oh,
U.S.
Jesus.
company buys and the U.S. company buys it for $2, and they price it for 10.
Yeah, well, see,
You
don't
know,
forget the Canadian companies buying it. Well, they have to buy it from the States, right? So they're buying it from the States at the U.S. price, plus they no doubt that they have to pay, well, shipping, and then they got to pay taxes on that, because it's coming across the border. So they have to
if
add
they're
that price in.
yeah, well, if they're a Createx dealer, I mean, they should be getting discounts on it, right?
Well, I don't know.
Now, if they're only
I
buying
don't
a
know
little
how
bit,
that works. You don't know what
well,
kind
if
of how
you're
they
a
work.
dealer, you're gonna get discount on it, right?
Well, you take me. I buy my kits from the guy in the States. Now that means
Yeah.
I have to add on. First of all, I have to add the shipping cost. I have to
But
add
you're
on.
not a licensed dealer, though. That's the thing,
No,
right?
but
If
I still have to.
you're a licensed dealer, then they'd probably give you a deal on it, going, okay, instead of buying a model at $30, we'll give it to you at 25.
Well, no, I
Kind of
know,
thing,
but
right?
see what? Yeah, that's true. But I still have to add the shipping price on. I have to add
Oh yeah,
the pickup fee. Okay, I add the shipping on. I add the pickup fee. Then I have to add on the PayPal fee, what PayPal charges me for my money, right? And then the guy that picks them up for me, there's a fee I pay him. So
yeah,
I add those all up, with the exception of the fee that I pay the guy that picks stuff up. I convert all that to U.S. dollars or Canadian dollars.
yeah,
So
yeah. But
then
if
I
you're a dealer,
okay. Then I divide that into the number of kits that I have,
yeah,
and then I add the difference on each kit. So all of a sudden, the kit that cost me, say a kit cost me $15 US. By the time I get everything figured out, I'm pushing probably between $28 and $30 my cost.
yeah, yeah. And if you're a dealer, though, you get that. Instead of paying $15 for the kit, you pay $12.
No, I'm getting the dealer. I'm getting the distributor.
Okay,
Oh yeah, I'm getting the price. Yeah,
but again, you're not getting the shipping discount because you're only
well,
buying.
you don't get a
many at
shipping
a time.
discount from. You don't get a shipping discount.
Oh, you
The
must,
shipping
because I
company,
mean, otherwise Amazon would be losing their ass for putting
Amazon's a lot
free.
bigger. Amazon is a lot bigger
That's
company.
what I mean, right? So the bigger you are, the more you order, the better your shipping discounts. And that's what I'm saying is you.
But I wouldn't get no. Well, it's like if okay, yes, but if I okay,
200 kids, and that's where that's
well. See,
price,
there's
right?
the thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's okay. I send 4 kits to John Paul in Ontario. It costs me $29. If I send him 1 kit to Ontario, it would probably cost me about $22.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
and that
when I get an order of kits from the States, you don't get a discount for the number of kits you order. You just it's a little cheaper than if I ordered 12 kits or 20 kits, but I can't order more kits than I can sell.
That's right.
See, that's what I mean. I can't order 20 kits if I've only got 10 people buying from me. Because then I end up with 10 kits sitting on my back shelf.
If you can't sell or it takes you too long to sell, now you got too much overhead.
That's right. I got money. I got a stash of money sitting there.
Yeah,
I got a stash of kits to sell now.
I think what Mark's trying to get at is you get a flat rate for shipping because you're a business, right?
Not necessarily. I mean, if you're a business, if I ship something to Ontario, I get a discount for shipping. Okay. Yeah. But I don't.
So something like, for example, if you ship one model to JP, right, it's $22, right? But yet I can order from Sunward Hobbies, which isn't that far away from JP, and it's only $12. That's what I'm talking about. Is the more you ship, the more you get your discounts and stuff through your different companies and stuff like that for your shipping, right?
Yeah. So I don't know. See, all I know is what discount I get from the ship from the post office.
Prime example.
See,
the guy that
so
sent me my
I get a discount from the post office, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They'll still give you a discount depending on how much you're sending. But I mean, if you're running a huge business, like the guy that sent me my Papa truck, it cost him $38 to send me that. But yet I can go to Alberta and order a model from there, and it's only $9.99 for shipping.
Yeah. But regardless, I mean, there's only so much money I get as a discount. When I'm now, if the guy that ships to me, if he's getting a discount, right, I'm paying that discount cost. I'm not paying the cost. I'm not paying the cost that if he didn't get a discount. It's the same as John Paul. If I send something to him, I get a discount. So he only pays the discounted price. He doesn't pay the regular price.
Well, and some companies don't give you that discount. They get the discount. They charge you the upper fee, and then they pop the money.
That's right. That's how they make extra money.
And that's what I was saying about round two. Is like, well, how come I can order stuff from, say, like Spray Gunner, and it's only like $13 to ship, and they're further away than round two. Round two wants $54 to ship to me. Well, you know what? I may buy your product, but I ain't buying it from you. I'm going to go to a store where you gave them the discount and everything else, and then they're going to pass on at least some of that discount to me.
Right, exactly.
So
well, no, but see, that's what I'm saying. If I don't know, all I know is if he tells me it costs X number of dollars to ship it, then that's what I pay.
Yeah. Exactly.
And same as when I go to work and mail something to John Paul, I go to the post office. They tell me what the price is. I give them my card, and then they give me a discount. And then I can go online. See, I can go online and get my own, go to my Canada Post and sign in and give them the dimensions and the weight and everything, and it comes up and it tells me what the cost will be. Yeah. And then when I go to the post office, sometimes a little more, sometimes it's a little less. So, it's not 100% accurate. I still get the discount.
Thanks for sending me this stuff, by the way, too. Eh?
Oh, that's no problem. I don't get discount on that stuff. No, don't get discounts on other size packages.
No, I know, because it cost me 13 something to send 9 envelopes to the U.S.
Yeah, I know. Postage is going to go up too.
Oh,
that's
I know.
Another thing. Postage is going up because of this stupid war.
Well, and gas.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point. See, it costs more for gas, for your food surcharge, and I don't even want to think about it. Anyway.
Gas is insane. I got to bring in May, just before May long, I think it is. I got to bring the stepson to the airport. He's going to Montreal for a week.
Oh, yes.
Going to see a friend out there, and I'm like, oh God, good thing he's only going to St. John Airport, not Fredericton.
When's you going there?
I think just before the May long.
Oh, that'd be around the 24th or so.
Yeah, it's like his plane leaves at like 6:10 in the morning, and he arrives in Montreal at 6:20.
Right. So you'll have to be there about 5 o'clock.
Yeah, and it's an hour and a half drive there. Right. Make sure he's there in time so he can check in, go through, and blah blah blah. Yeah, so we'll be leaving here probably about 4:30, 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, when you're up this way, you can stop in, but you might be too tired.
Well, the wife's got to go to work that day too, so she's got to come. she's coming with me.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna go up there, drop him off, then come back. She'd sleep for probably a couple more hours,
Right.
and then I go to work.
Oh well.
So, but yeah, he needs time away. He's
Oh,
26. When they both work in the same spot, so basically, well, the wife's going to be picking up the slack of what he should be doing
Oh, okay.
because they work in the same department in
Right.
HMR.
Right.
They both work at Joey's Independence. They work the HMR section.
Okay.
Where they make all the sandwiches and nacho plates and roasted chickens and all that stuff.
And where's that at?
Here in St. Andrews.
Oh, okay.
It's Joey's Independent grocers.
Yeah, I've only been to St. Andrews, I think, maybe twice.
Yeah. Well, Independent should be everywhere.
Yeah. Well, not out here. Well, there used to be one in Hampton, but I don't know if it's still there or not. Not like I don't go to Hampton.
Superstore is the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're all owned by Loblaws.
Right. Anyway, that's
going to be. Go ahead.
I was gonna say that's the way it is.
Yeah. Oh, I wish I had that paint here now, though.
What do you? Oh yeah, you're going to use the Createx paint on the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got to try and match the baby blue.
The baby blue. Wow, that old Tester's number 8 that's probably my favorite baby blue color.
I got to try and match this blue.
Yeah. Right. I sure miss Tester's.
That Createx should be close.
Well,
that's why I ordered 2 different light blues.
Yeah.
And I got a white sealer. So if I have to, I got something that I can play with a little bit.
Right. Because some of their paints, some of their paints
I haven't
flat.
used it yet. Yeah.
You haven't used it yet?
Well, I've got the silver sealer.
Yeah.
And I've got the candy black. And then I picked up the 4050 gloss.
Oh, yeah.
And the 4013 reducer.
Right.
Now I've got the white sealer coming. I've got 2 different blues. I got a sky blue and a light blue. And I've got the 4040 bleed stopper coming.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because the candy, when you spray clear over to the candy, they like to bleed through. And that's what the 4040 does.
Wait. So the 4030 that you got, isn't that the bleed through?
The 4040?
The 4030.
Oh, the 4050?
Oh, that's a different bottle.
4050, 40. Yeah, 4050 and 4030 are basically the same. One is a gloss. You can use it as a gloss and a float like a carrier. And the 4030 is basically just a carrier. So you'd mix this in with your candy to help carry the candy through, right? Because the candy is a concentrate.
Okay.
And then, but the 4040 is once you spray your candy and it's all done, you put your 4040 over it, then you clear coat, right? And the 4040 acts almost like a clear sealer. It doesn't allow the color from the candy colors to bleed into the clear coat.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, the 4030 and the 4050 are, one's a gloss and one's a gloss. Your 4050 is a gloss, but you can use it as a carrier for your candy. But the 4030 is basically just a carrier. It's just a medium to help carry it through, right? Through your paint guns and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been doing so much reading on the Createx line and all that. What does what, and the 4011 and the 4013 are basically the same. One just helps chip drying a little better on the airbrushes. The 4013.
That stuff works awesome too.
With the 4013.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I haven't used any of it yet. So.
Well, and
Yeah,
Brian's got. I don't know if you watched that video that he did, but he's basically got all that stuff figured out.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been talking with him a bit about it too, and getting info from him. And the reason I haven't used this stuff yet is because it's for the Fred Henry build, my NAS truck. So I'm not ready to paint that yet. So the silver sealer, because I'm painting it to look like the Dale Earnhardt, right? Okay, Mary, you have a great night, day, whatever it is, time it is there. If you haven't left yet, but have a good night. But yeah, like I'm painting it to look like Dale Earnhardt, right? Like Dale Earnhardt's car.
Yeah.
So it's got that silver strip along the bottom, and then it's black, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I have those two colors, because I'm going to use the silver sealer as the silver strip and the base behind the candy black.
Oh, there you go.
So you'll see that sparkle through the black, right? But I'm nowhere near ready to paint that yet. So
yeah, when Brian's going to be the episode after you, right? And that's going to be a lot of the things I think we're going to talk about is the Createx line.
Oh yeah, okay. I'll have to definitely watch that. Definitely going to watch that because that's just more info for my arsenal, right?
Well, and the worst part about that Createx stuff is it's basically a chemical reaction regardless of what you use on it, right? Well, if you don't do it, and there's some of that lines that they have that if you don't do it in a certain way, the paint, like if you go to put a wash over it, the paint will just run off too.
Yeah.
It's like, it's some of the weirdest stuff.
Well, it's an automotive paint, right? And anything that is your base color, anything that's a base color, you can't touch that until you've got your clear coat on, right? And as they say, like this 4050, I mean, it's meant to be on models, stuff that's in the house, right? If you want to clear coat something that's going to go outside or an actual car, you need to use a 2K clear, right? It does the 4050 and stuff does not have the chemical resistance, so if you spill gas or brake fluid on your car or something somehow, right? The 4050, you'll dissolve it in a heartbeat. That's why you need an actual 2K clear on an actual automotive vehicle.
Yeah.
If that's just going to sit on your shelf and rarely be handled, then it's never going to see any type of direct sunlight all the time or anything like that. You use this stuff.
Yeah.
2K clear is a way harder surface, and that's probably where people are having the problems because they're putting the 4050 or the high gloss 4053, I think it is. They're putting that on stuff, and then they try to use an oil-based wash or something on this water-based clear, and it's just dissolving it, turning it into gum. So if you need to put a wash on something, you need to use an actual automotive clear coat. So you pick up their matte or satin or high gloss or whatever you're doing with it, and use that if you're planning on putting any type of washer, any type of oil-based paint over top of it. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of research on it lately. But yeah, soon enough I'll be. I got a lot of baby blue to do, like all this frame, all the underneath the entire body. Um, like yeah, there's quite a bit. But if I can't match those decals, I may end up spraying the stripes on too. And then the red decals that are on the truck, they give you most of them, but some of the red you have to paint, right? They don't give you decals for some spots. So luckily enough, this red that I've got actually matches pretty darn close. Because there's a couple, like I got to paint on top of the fenders, and there's this striped decal right here that actually touches red on the fender is. So these two colors have to be damn near perfectly matched. And if they're not, you're going to see that difference, right? So I don't know. And then they don't give you any dark blue stripes at all, and the truck is full of it. So I got to paint the dark blue on, try to paint match the red stripes they have here, and then the baby blue stripes, well, everything else, like the frame and underneath the cab and underneath the box and everything, all the inside is all the same colors, the frame. And it should match the baby blue stripes that are on it.
There you go.
So we'll see. I may end up painting the entire truck. You know, I may paint all the red. I may paint the blue, the light blue, the white. You got to, you're sanding your body lines and everything, so you still got to paint the white. So I'm hoping that the white sealer will be bright enough, which I don't see why it wouldn't be. But yeah, I'll paint the white sealer on, mask that off, paint the, if I have to, paint the baby blue, mask that, paint the dark blue, mask that, paint the red. And then peel all the masking off, clear coat everything. Well, put all the decals on, then there's still all the word decals and everything that I'd have to put on. So once everything's painted, then I'd have to put the rest of the decals on, then clear coat. So it'll be a bit of work, but I'll get it.
That's awesome, dude.
It's not a Ford, so I don't have to worry.
There you go. Not a Ford fan, huh?
No, not really. Not unless it's really old, like an old 49 Ford pickup or, 67, 66 Mustang fastback, maybe. The old Fords, yeah, but once they start getting too new, any of the new, like the 80s Fox bodies and stuff like that, nah, forget it. No, thank you. But at the same time, I'm not much into anything new. Like even the new Chevys and like that. If I need a computer to talk to my computer in my car to tell me what's wrong with it, I don't want it. Give me an old carburetor any day. 3 wires and it makes the engine run.
Yeah, but unfortunately, here pretty soon, I think those engines are going to become way obsolete.
Well, most likely, but by the time they're totally obsolete, I'll be dead, so it won't matter. My
Oh, there you
kids
go.
can deal with the shit. My kids can deal with the electronic shit.
Well, there's a lot of states down here that in the next 10 years they're going to require everybody to go to electric, like the Teslas and stuff.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how all that works.
Yeah. Well, if it was me, I'd be like, well, you buy me the car and I'll drive it. If I have to buy it, buzz off. I'll buy what I want.
Well, unfortunately, that's not how it works.
Yeah. Well, until that happens, I'm not going to worry about it. Like I said, by that point, I mean, I might be getting too old to drive anyways.
Well,
Or you just do it like I always said. It's only illegal if they catch you.
yeah.
Oh, so what's next on this thing? I don't know. I can't run my airlines to the brake pots because those are chrome, so I can't put those on until it's painted. Can't put too much tubing and stuff on the motor because I can't put that in until the frame is painted. I could put the chrome on the engine.
Oh, yeah? What chrome are you going to use?
Oh, I'm just going to use the box chrome and stuff that comes
Gotcha.
with it. Well, see, it was kind of a partial show truck, right? Like it was a drag racing truck, but he did a lot of show with it, right? So they had really highly polished chrome. So having it and leaving it like this, you know, as shiny as it is, I mean, that pretty much matches what they had on the truck. You know, it's not like, say, an everyday driver truck where the chrome has been beat up, it's been sandblasted by road salt and all that crap, right?
Yeah.
This here, it was taken care of. It was polished every day, every time they went to a show or a new racetrack. You know, it was hauled everywhere. Yeah, I could do the chrome on the engine. There's a turbo piping, everything. But at the same time, there's splash on this thing. So I don't scrape off those mold lines on those turbos and exhaust intakes and yeah. Decisions, eh?
Yeah, it's generally what it comes down to at the end of the day, what you're willing to live with. Right?
Yeah. Well, I said I wanted to try and keep it as much as possible as what my uncle would have done, right? He would have built it right out of the box, probably without even cleaning half of the mold lines. You know, he may have cleaned up some, but pretty much not much of anything. But I also want to improve it, so I don't want to change it to the point that it's not what he would have done, but just make it a little bit better. You know, like I'm putting brake airlines and stuff on. He didn't do that, but it's something, you know, makes it a little bit better, but I'm not changing it. I don't want to cut the doors open and shit like that because, well, he didn't do that. But there's still a lot of, oh, hello, that's nice.
That it looks kind of blue. It looks blue, but it's not really blue. I guess it depends on the light.
So what color is it? That white color?
This?
Looks like an eye.
Yeah.
An ivory
It's
white.
supposed to be called chameleon blue. Okay, and it doesn't look in person. It doesn't look as blue as it looks on the screen. It looks to me on the screen. It looks quite blue, and it's not. It's
Yeah, it
more
looks like
and more of I'd
that's
say
your computer. That's
yeah.
your
Okay.
computer doing that. So I can
Yeah.
see the
Well,
blue in your
anyway.
glasses too.
Okay. Yeah, it must be
Yeah.
reflecting off the screen. You see. I wonder if
Yeah.
I do a bigger screen, what'll happen? Yeah, it still looks blue.
See
There's no.
where the lamp is shining, it looks white.
Yeah, we could try a different light, but anyway,
Yeah.
can't get much color
That's
on
pretty
that.
cool car.
Huh?
Is that a George Barris car?
This is the Futura, the Lincoln Futura.
Yeah. I've heard of that car, but is that George Barris design?
Um, Actually, I think it's a Ford design.
Or one of
This
their
is what the
concept
original
cars?
Batmobile was designed off of this. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
so that was painted with Createx chameleon blue. It says chameleon blue on the bottle, but it looks
Hmm.
more like it's a sandy color. Maybe I come back here, but not so bad. Maybe the other
Almost
one
looks like that sandy ivory color.
still looks blue here. That's funny because there's no blue in the actual paint. Anyway, I was getting my Createx and I went back to check and see which ones I had, and I dropped a nice big 2-ounce bottle on the floor, which was pearl white, and the damn little plastic bottle exploded.
Ooh.
So I got pearl
I
white
actually found
all over my wood floor. But
I
there is
actually found
huh?
I actually found some of my real mother of pearl additive. You know, like back in
Okay.
the 60s and 70s, they put actual mother of pearl in the paint.
Yeah.
I actually have some. I've got two colors. I got a silver white and a purple white.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
expensive stuff.
I've got paint. Well, it's some kind of paint here at the house, and it's some kind of gold. I don't know where the bottle is right now. Oh, here it is, right here. It's now this is it's all settled to the bottom. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, that says I don't know if you can see it there.
That looks like the 10 karat.
Yeah. Well, anyway, it looks like gold. It's all, the bottom is like, I'd say 3/4 or a good half inch of pigment.
Yeah.
And it says gold paint, Wonder Worker products.
I wouldn't doubt that looks old.
Oh, it is old. Yeah. And
Yeah.
this is,
I bet you
this is,
that looks
I don't know
like
if you
it's
can see.
actually 10 karat gold paint.
What do you think this is?
That looks like 10 karat gold flake.
That's 10. I believe this is 10 karat gold powder.
Powder flake. It's kind of hard to tell, but yeah, it looks like some sort of 10
It's
karat gold
really
flake.
fine. Like it's probably as fine as
yeah.
talcum powder.
It's mica, gold mica.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I always,
that's old. That's old,
yeah.
old school stuff. That.
Yeah, I'm going to take it to a jeweler and get him to test it and tell me if it's real gold or not.
I wouldn't doubt it because back then that's what they did.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They wanted gold paint. That's why the paint jobs were freaking $20,000-$30,000.
Well, anyway, I got to take this stuff down and see him someday before he moves again. But anyway, yeah, I've got a fair amount of Createx paint. Now, this Createx paint here is called Flame Red. Okay. Yep. If you want to do a carpet in a car in this red color, it's as flat as you could ever see it being flat. I mean, the other paints are dull, but all the ones I've got have got, they've got like a metal flake in them.
Yeah.
Like I've got this gold one, which has got metal flake in it. And then I got a green. Then I got this red one. I don't know. This red one here is. What's it say on it? Yeah.
Well, it's like all the automotive, because I've got some actual automotive paint here. Well,
Right.
Createx is an automotive paint as well, but I've got some actual automotive paint like silver and stuff like that. And yeah,
Yeah.
when you spray it, it's a base coat and it's like flat. There's nothing to it. There's no shine until you put clear in it, right? Or clear on it, I should say.
Right. Well, I use Tester's clear on that Futura.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to try out this 4050 gloss and see what that does. I want to spray something with it and see how shiny it actually is.
And just know you don't need much of those reducers.
No.
They have a bonding agent.
Yep.
Now, I've used a bit of that. Now, I sprayed that.
Well, the thing is, like, the 4050 has a bonding agent built into it, eh?
Okay.
They recommend using it for durability.
Yeah, sure.
Well, there's some of those paint lines. I can't remember which one it is. It's not the Wicked one, but it's like the Airborne.
Well, they have an auto air, and then
because this is the Airborne.
Okay.
The silver is Airborne.
Yeah,
right?
that stuff.
Yeah.
That stuff you actually need to use it on the paint that goes with that, because otherwise the paint won't stay on the model. Even after you clear it, it still won't stay on the model.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I used the Bondol. You see, there's auto air. There's just Createx airbrush, and then there's the other one that's Createx
Wicked.
Well, I don't think I have that one. It just says airbrush colors. So I mean, I don't know. See, some of this stuff is a little old. I don't even know. Oh God, this is probably 10 years old. Some of this stuff.
Well, and the worst part is they just redid everything. So all the stuff that you had 4 or 5 years ago won't work with some of the new stuff.
Oh, great.
Because they changed it.
Yeah, I don't know. I know why they do that.
Yeah. But the thing is, at the same time, that's why they made some of their other stuff, because they got the 4011, right? Which is their go-to reducer and stuff. But now they made the 4013, which is it helps with your tip drying, but it also helps. It's meant for almost like the backwards paint.
Okay.
Right. The 4011 is for the new stuff, but the 4013 is like the new stuff and the old stuff.
Okay.
Right. So it still kind of works with the old stuff as well.
Right. Right.
I guess. So you got to really read into the products when you're buying stuff, so that you kind of know exactly what you're getting, right, and what you're using it for.
Right.
And if you've got some of that older paint, well, okay, I better go to this one instead of this one, because if you look at what they say on their line or on their site, the 4011 and 4013 are basically identical reducers.
Right.
Except the 13 is meant to do a little bit more.
Right.
Same thing.
Well, I don't use my airbrush very much, so that's another thing you can get across the margins, and geez, they have paint in there, $2 or $3 for a big can.
No, I know. No, I've got probably like 50 sites in my bookmarks that, I got like 15, 20 different model shops that I deal with. 4 or 5 different paint suppliers that I deal with.
Yeah.
Decal places, aftermarket detailing parts. Like I got 5 or 6 of those places that I deal with. And then I've got my secondary ones. There's my primary ones that I go to all the time, but if none of them have it, well, then I've got these other guys that they cost a little more, A little more for
Right.
shipping, you know, things like that. I mean, my
Yeah, there's a
list
lot of
is
stuff out there.
like, what do I got here? Detail Master, Ted's Modeling, the Model Car Garage, Off the Sprue. Then I've got Slicks Decals, Zen Cart Big Rig Decals, Iceman Resin Parts, Model Car Decals. You know, then I got Sunward Hobbies, Wholesale Hobbies, Sprue Brothers, Great Hobbies, Hobby Sense, Hobby Nut is a secondary. Um, you know, Spray Gunner, Coast Airbrush,
Yeah.
Maple Airbrush Supplies, ProTech Model Products. You know, I keep going down and down. It's like all kinds of stuff. You get that habit of the same ones all the time, right? And kind of get loyal to certain ones. And I mean, unlike anybody else, you try to spend your money in your own country, right?
Yeah. Well,
But at the same time, you also look for the best price that you can find.
you got well, no, with the cost of model kits today, I mean, geez, you know,
Oh yeah,
it's just getting to the point now. Like I go on Scott's site every once in a while, and I say, "Holy shit!" I think I bought
yeah.
that one. I go look at my stash. Oh, I paid $11.99 for that kit, and now it's $35.99. Jeez.
Well,
Well,
and
that's the thing.
hobby's not
I'll,
getting any
I'll hit all
cheaper.
my yeah, and I'll hit all my sites. If I'm looking for a specific model, I'll like type it in, I'll copy it, and I'll go to this site, find it. Okay, it's $46 there. Then I'll go into the next site. Oh, it's $46.50 there. Okay, this site. Oh, that's $43.50 there. You know,
Yeah.
I'll find where the best one is. I do that all the time.
Okay, got a minute? I gotta take you
No, I
on a
got-
tour to my model room.
Oh shit!
I gotta do something. I mean, See, and I'm not building any models.
Why not?
Well, I'm doing a lot of other stuff. Anyway, here's a couple of my display cabinets here. There's one of
Click
them.
on full screen.
Oh no. Here's some of the models I built. Then
I like
I'll
that
turn around.
Center
Huh?
bottom one. That center
Center
bottom
bottom.
one.
This one.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Can't
right
see it.
there.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the USA
What is
one.
that? Okay.
That's the monogram kit with a
Yeah.
flip front end. I don't think I can get the front end to flip forward now, but that's the monogram kit that I turned into the Bruce Larson's drag car. And there's some. And then I have some more built ones. More built ones over here.
Jeez.
And then
Yeah,
there's
I don't have all. I want all mine here so I can start putting them up.
Yeah, there's a few
And
down
fix it.
there. That's my stash. Well, I take into my these boxes here that you see here. They're all kits for sale. There's a few more kits for sale. I don't know if you see them or not. I'm looking at the back. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go through a list again and see if there's any there that I want from you. I know there was last time.
I'll send you new pictures. These are my project cars. And then we'll get down in here.
Oh wow.
I could only wish.
I get too
I
many.
could only wish.
Huh?
I could only wish to have a quarter of that.
This is
Just
my
to have-
model. This is my real model desk. But I haven't worked in here for years. So, and all these boxes you see down below here, they've got about 6 to 7 models in each box. These ones all here. So that's my stash.
You should build that yellow and white Suburban. Make it make something rusty like mine.
Oh yeah, the yellow and white one down there. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I got lots of ideas. That's another thing. Too many ideas.
I'm actually thinking, once a couple of these group builds die out, I might put out a group build.
Here's the paint that crashed on the floor.
That's a mess.
Yeah.
I might
wish I had
group build.
I had a bottle I could put it in, but I don't.
I don't know how many people would be interested in doing a group build it has to be a rusty vehicle.
Yeah, there's some of my old kits.
I don't think I've built any of those that I can tell.
Yeah, there's a few Joe hands up there.
So what's so special about these Johan?
Well, Johan was a company back in let's say the 60s, early 70s. They have really nice bodies. They did mostly Cadillacs and Chrysler products and Mopar products. Mostly. They didn't do any. I don't think they did. Well, they did a few Fords, but most of them they did a Maverick. But they were really their bodies. I think were probably one of the best bodies in the market. And what happened? My understanding is what happened is the owner didn't pay his employees or couldn't afford to pay them enough, or some story was like that. So what happened is the employees were stealing the inserts for the moles. The moles were made of a special type of metal, which became, I guess, reasonably expensive. And of course, once the moles were gone, there wasn't much left. And it went to a couple different companies. Seville bought them, and I don't know if anybody else had them, but they had bought them. And of course, everything wasn't there. And then they sold out. Now, the guy that bought them, the last person that have them is Okie Spalding. Now, Okie bought whatever he could buy. So I talked to Okie a couple of times at the NNL East, and he, at the time, that was several years ago, but at that time, he didn't get everything he should have got. Some of the moles were missing inserts, and some of the stuff he couldn't find. And basically, he didn't even know what he really had, But he's getting stuff together now, and he's selling stuff, at the shows in the States. He doesn't do mail order, and it's too bad because he has a lot of good stuff that he's come across and people want. I was down one year at NNL East, and I went up to his booth and I was talking to him, and I asked him, I said, you don't have the glass for 60 Plymouth? Yep, right here. And he hauls it out from under the desk. He says, that's the last one. He says, $10. I said, good enough. Here's $10. So what's happened is any of their kits have gone up in value. Now, you take like the SC Rambler, it's been reissued several times, but it's still in around, $40 price range. Sometimes I guess you could get them a little cheaper. Now, what's the other one they did? Can't think of the name of it. It's a Rambler, and it's gone up because apparently they don't have the reissues, or they don't have the molds for it, or at least Okie doesn't think they do. So any of the kits that were done by them, even the stuff that's built, can command a reasonable high price. Now, I got lucky at NNL East one year. I walked by this guy. As soon as I go in there, I go right to the vendors. And I come around the corner, and this guy had a box sitting there, and I looked at it, and I said, well, how much is this? And what it was the police car, the 68 Plymouth Fury police car. And I think there was a couple of, they had, he had that, and he had the, I think it was a 65, might have been the 64 Chev station wagon. And he had one of the Chev trucks in there. And they were all built. They're all painted like New York police colors. I said, how much for the box? He said, $5. Said, well, okay. So then he had an ambulance and a Joe Hand hearse sitting there. So I said, well, how much are those? He said, $5. I said, for the box? Yeah. Okay, here's your $10, buddy. See ya. But I mean, there are places where you could go and somebody would easily ask $20 for one of those built models, easily, and they'd get it.
Yeah.
And the only thing,
like me, I'm not much of a collector. Right? I buy them, I build them.
Yeah. I'm not a collector because I want to be a collector. I'm a collector because I've bought more than I can build. It's like, you go into a restaurant, you order a nice big meal, and it comes and it's like, holy fuck, I can't eat all that.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's kind of like with models, like up here one year they had Walmart. No, I don't know. This must have been, this must have been 15 years ago. Walmart were selling kits for $3.97.
Jeez.
And I was in there, and a friend of mine called me up, and he said, Walmart's got models on sale. I said, yeah, okay. No, he says, they get models on sale. I said, well, how much is the sale price? I'm thinking like, $9.99. Eh? He said, they're $3.97. I said, oh, you're pulling my leg. No, he said, get down here. So I hop in my truck. I head off to town. I go into Walmart. There's fucking guys coming up with shopping carts. Model kits. And I'm thinking, geez, I better get in here and see what's in here. And they had all kinds of model kits. I come out with, I think I bought 22 of them.
Yeah, St. John. I checked St. John Walmart, and there's nothing there.
Nothing. No, there's
they
nothing.
Don't sell anymore.
No, and there's very little in Michael's. Michael's, if the only good thing about Michael's, you can get some paint in there, and that's about it. But a lot of guys are using this folk art paint.
Yeah, I've used it.
Yeah.
Well,
I've used it for interiors.
Mine's deco art, but it's from the dollar store.
Yeah, I've used it for interiors.
I've got one model here from Michael's that, what is it, 83 Hearst Olds or whatever?
Yeah.
The black.
Yeah,
83 Hearst Olds. I got that from Michael's.
Yeah.
I had a coupon too, so I got it for like $20 or something like that.
Yeah. They used to have 40% off, but now it seems to be just 30%. But I don't buy much in there because I've either got the kit or I can get it cheaper than Michael's are selling it. So.
Oh yeah, Michael's.
Michael's doesn't even have the discount anymore.
Well, out here you can get it, but you have to get it offline. You have to print a little coupon. Now, if you had a phone, like I don't have one of those high-tech phones, so I guess if you've got the phone, you can get it right from there.
Well, see, no, down here they don't take any coupons anymore, even online.
Yeah. Well, Michael's, aren't they the same as what's that one? More? Something Moore's.
No, I don't know. I don't have anything.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, there's a Moore's down there. I forget what it's at, what the exact name of it is. And then there's another store that's down in the States too.
There's a Hobby Lobby, Michael's.
Right.
There's
Hobby Lobby.
I think Ben Franklin's is closed now, but they used to be a big thing down here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But even Hobby Lobby now they don't even carry Tamiya products anymore.
Oh,
they're strictly just testers or the off-brand stuff. Like if the testers tape, they used to have it there, and then they went to the generic stuff.
Yeah.
But they got rid of that 40% coupon, so they had to stop. People aren't going there to buy products anymore. They're just if they.
Well, see, when the price of the kit started going up several years ago, and I had a discussion with a fella. Now, I don't know if you know Art Anderson.
Store, right?
Pardon?
That's a store, right?
No, Art Anderson at one time was American Resin Casters.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Anyway, I met Art at one of the hobby shows in the States. and we had a little discussion. And it was just after the price of model kits come up, and a lot of the big stores weren't selling model kits anymore. And we kind of had a discussion of why. My theory was the reason why they stopped selling to them was because hobby shops complained that they couldn't compete with the prices of Walmart, which made sense. I mean, Walmart would buy a container load, and hobby shops can only buy maybe a dozen.
Well,
So they weren't getting a big discount that Walmart was be able to get. So then all of a sudden Walmart wasn't selling them because I have an understanding that the big companies like AMT stopped selling to Walmart because of the complaints that the hobby shops were getting. I don't know if that's 100% true or not. That's just my theory.
But you also got to remember, to sell in Walmart, you have to lower your cost of product X amount of dollars per year. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but see, they were selling kits like up here. They were like $9.99 or something.
Yeah, so
and the same for the hobby shop, you're looking at probably $12.99, $15.99.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like things like AMT and Mattel and stuff, they weren't making money in Walmart because, like you said, they got to drop their price. And I mean, well, hey, buddy, it costs me to get, $20 or whatever per model, but you want to sell them at $10 a model. Well, sorry, I'm losing money now.
If you know the actual price of model kits, like back in, I'm going to say 20 years ago, I dealt with a guy in BC, and I forget what kit was coming out. Anyway, he sent me, I had ordered some kits, and he sent me the kits, and he always sent me a receipt in the box. And of course there was always, sometimes he'd throw in a flyer or something. Well, he had put a flyer in there, and I looked at the price of kits, and like there were something, like $350. Yeah. And so I sent him an email back, and I said, $350 for that? No, he says, that's my price. I said, okay, that's your price. He was selling the same kit for like $9.99. So he was buying a kit for like $350, selling it for $9.99. So, and he was buying it at a cheaper price than that.
Yeah.
But I mean, see, this is what happens. These dealers, they're getting, like the guy that I deal from, like I know some of his costs. He's making probably anywhere from between $2 to $5 a kit when he sells them to me, and he also sells them to other dealers in the States. And I've gone to, like, I've asked him for a kit one time, and I was going to NNL East, and he says, I don't have that kit. I'm all sold out. But he told me who to talk to at NNL East, the guy that was selling, and he said, just tell him that he had sent me there. And so I went and told the guy, and let's put it this way, I got about $4 off that kit. I said, well, Dave sent me here because he's all sold out. What can you do for me? He said, which kit do you want? I told him. He says, yeah, here. That's $8. I said, okay. And he was still making money.
The end of this month is going to be hectic with all those next gen race cars coming out.
Yeah, I don't buy them, so I've only got a few.
I'd like to get at least one.
I only got a few NASCARs, and I'm more into the drag cars,
Yeah. I just want to see. I want to build one to see how much different it is compared to, like the old school NASCARs.
Well, and aren't a lot of them going to be snap kits though? They're not going to be actual kits. They're meant to get kids into the hobby, right?
Yeah, but some of those snap kits are really nicely detailed.
I agree.
What I was reading, it says no glue, no paint. Requires glue and paint. Yeah. So it can't be really much of a snap kit.
Well, I mean, look at the Polar Lights Coronet. That's a snap kit. I mean, that's just as well detailed as any kit.
Yep. So the snap kits have come a long freaking way.
Oh yeah.
I mean, when I built a snap kit as a kid, I mean, it was literally a snap kit, and that was it. 2 wheels, a bottom, and interior, and a couple seats, and that was it.
I never built a snap kit when I was a kid. No, when the first, I think, I don't remember the first model I built exactly. It was either a Corvette or it was the monogram IndyCar.
Mine was the 78 Camaro, and I still have it.
Yeah. Well, see, the Corvette, I'm not sure. All I can remember about the Corvette, everything was molded in red plastic. Even the tires were molded in red plastic. So my understanding is, after doing some research, somebody told me it was probably a Revell kit of a Corvette. And to see, well, take a look at it now, monogram, that IndyCar, well, it still has the plastic tires,
Yeah.
So, I mean, and it builds into a nice kit. You got to put a little extra detail in it, but you can detail it quite nicely.
I still got most of my kits that I built with my dad when I was like 8, 9 years old.
Yeah, my dad didn't build models. He worked at a department store, and
my dad kind of did. Like, he built the Key Shark, and he built that big orange crate car model that bought a T-bucket. It was motorized and everything.
Oh yes, yeah.
But he used to sit down and help me build my model cars when I was like 8 years old, kind of thing.
Yeah, not my dad.
And I still have most of them.
He used to work in a department store. It was called MRA's. And every time about Christmas time, he would take me down there, week before Christmas or whatever. He'd take me there, and he'd go to work, and I'd sit there where he worked in the shipping department. So they're always shipping furniture out and stuff. Anyway, break time would come around 10 o'clock, and he'd take me down to the toy department. And I'd be down there probably till dinner time when he come and got me. And I'd always pick out a model in there. I went right to the model display. And he'd come down. He says, "Did you pick something out?" I said, "Yeah." And I'd buy it, or he'd pay it for it, And I mean, that time, the tax in New Brunswick was 3 cents on the dollar. 3 cents, imagine. But he was only making about $65 a week, so maybe less than that. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, but
well, those things were
3 cents on the dollar.
But sometimes I would buy a kit. Sometimes I'd buy a kit and I'd go back upstairs and eat my lunch and build the model before I got home. Didn't put any paint on it or nothing like that. I just built it. But
I mean, the price of models would go down if the price of oil went down.
Well, that was the theory at one time. That was the theory when they first went up.
Yeah, because the price of oil for the styrene, right?
Yeah,
oil and everything for mining. So the price of oil went down. Well, I don't know if the model prices would actually go down, but technically they should go down because technically the gas should go down too, but it never does.
Any excuse, put it up.
Well, the price of oil would go down. The price of gas would go down. Oh, we need higher carbon tax, so then the price of gas would go back up.
Yeah, that's another thing. There's that body of that.
I want to find an actual Hearst model. I don't know if there's actually any out there.
Yeah, Joanne.
No, I'd like to find a 58 Caddy Hearst is what I'd like to find.
The Ghostbuster car, right?
Yeah, that'll work.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But if you're going to buy
I bought a resin body. It was a Cadillac, but I sold it to somebody. And they were going to sell it. Or they were going to build it. And next thing I know, they were going to sell it. So, yeah, there's some resin stuff out there. Jimmy Flintstone, I think, has got one.
Yeah, 58 Caddy Hearst. Yeah. I'd like to build one of those. I almost bought one once, like actual Cadillac Hearst.
Yeah.
I traded in a 79 Buick Regal.
Oh, and
gosh. On the lot, there was the truck that I actually bought, which was a 1980 Dodge Power Wagon.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, on the lot there was a 58 Caddy hearse, and I'm like, should I? What the hell would my mother say if I
Ah,
came
yeah,
home with a freaking Cadillac hearse? Because I was still living at home at the time. And I'm like,
yeah.
oh yeah, she'd just shoot me. What the hell are you doing with that? I'm like, well, Ma, that would be the ultimate party wagon. Put a fake
Yeah.
coffin in the back, your false floor in it. That has your beer and your ice in it. Put curtains up. I mean, what cop's gonna stop a freaking hearse?
There's a
You
guy
buy
in St.
yourself
Thomas got one. I don't know if he still has it. He
you
has
buy
it.
the
Yeah,
ultimate
well,
party
I
wagon. You
was
pull
about 74. Yeah, it was around 74, 75. I was looking for a car, but I didn't really know what I wanted. And there's a dealership in town. They had a 60. It was a 63 or 64 Chev station wagon with an ambulance, light on the top and all that. I almost bought that. A friend of mine, his father had one. I mean, he had the wagon. It wasn't an ambulance, but I almost bought the other one, but I didn't.
if I dechrome this, what should I use to rechrome it?
Have you tried that other stuff they're talking about?
What that airbrush
The-
stuff that
Yeah, the
Pete
green
got?
stuff. The green stuff.
It works
No,
great.
I was,
Does it?
I was thinking of buying some.
Yeah, I was
I
It's
thinking
don't
that
kind
have
the
of,
other.
hey, I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of spendy, but
Well,
um, you just don't clear coat it. I learned that the hard way.
so it'll go.
no,
It will go dull when you clear coat it.
Yeah,
yeah. See,
I
I've seen people use Maltov chrome, and
Yeah,
some people have good luck with the all clad chrome.
right.
see. I clear coated it. It was that, and that's the chrome color. Even cleared, if you shine a light on it, like let's see if I can get it
Yeah, it
to
looks pretty good though.
Oh yeah, yeah.
like I mean even with clear like that, a light's right on top of it
Right,
and it
right,
shines
Yeah,
just fine. But you take the light away and
right.
I was
don't
actually
don't
looking.
run out.
If it wasn't so
Actually,
expensive, I'd pick up some liquid mirror.
Yeah.
You know that
Where can you get
little
that?
bottle of liquid.
Oh, dude, that stuff's great for little parts, but like big
Yeah,
parts, it does not airbrush well. It
no,
is not the same. At least that's what
is it
we
something
found
like
out.
$60 a bottle? It's like 60 bucks a
What?
bottle or something.
For
Wow,
1 ounce. For 1 ounce.
wow.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
says two
it's like
ounces on the
really,
bottle.
it's really expensive, but yeah, because I've got the all clad chrome,
Yeah,
but I don't know if it's shiny enough because I want to try and get back to this. Because
yeah.
technically, looking at all
Well,
the videos and stuff of the trucks, their chrome is high polished chrome.
on the real truck, you mean?
Yeah, on the real trucks.
Yeah.
So I want
Well,
to try and get back to as possible to this. And that's what's making me go. I want to clean up these parts, but at the same time, I don't want to wreck the chrome
right.
unless I can get at least close to it.
Well, I've never come.
I know.
I have come across it was chrome bumper paint on Canadian Tire, and I bought it and I tried it, and it worked great. It was the closest thing to chrome that I could ever see. But the problem is, over time, I think it's lost its brightness.
Lost its color. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, I've had it for 15 years or more. So I mean, last time I used it, I said this is more like flat aluminum now. Now I don't know if I shook the can really good or did anything like that. If that would help, I guess I'll have to try that sometime because it was really nice chrome. Yeah, it was nice chrome. Worked really good.
And like it's, and see some of it though, like some of it doesn't need cleaning, right? So if I go and rechrome some of it, I have to rechrome it all. You know what I mean? Like I could probably get away with not touching the rims, but any of the supports and stuff for the wing, the scoop here doesn't need to be cleaned. But if I dechrome and clean up and rechrome the engine parts, well, how do you have two different chromes, right? That's my issue. So if I dechrome some of it, I got to do it all. Oh, you know what, guys? It's like 10.
Oh, is it really?
It
Oh,
might
shit.
be almost that time. Yeah, for me, anyways. Well, for Steve, too. Now, there's one other way I could do it is the valve covers don't look too bad. I can leave them chrome. But what if I upgrade it and say sprayed it titanium? Sprayed the side pipes, the turbos, and stuff like that. Sprayed it with all titanium.
Hey, I just sent you pictures on the Facebook page we were commenting on earlier. That's what it looked
Yep.
like before I clear coated it.
Oh, you sent them on my
Yeah, that
my,
Facebook page or whatever.
my group.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and that's that green stuff one.
Yeah. But you get for 1 ounce, you're gonna spend $6.
Yeah,
So, like I said, it's kind of spendy, but that's how that looked like, right?
yeah, and that looks pretty good. And that's on a semi-textured surface too. If it's on a real smooth surface, probably be even better yet.
Yeah. I mean, it's got, you can see the layer lines in the 3D print through it.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I didn't prep it all that well. I just kind of worked it.
Yeah, I think that might be an idea. And some of the good chrome, like the valve covers and that, I might keep that. But maybe like the side pipes and stuff, the turbos, I could paint them titanium. Maybe even do some heat staining on them. You know, with the Tamiya clears,
Yeah.
I could do a bit of the heat staining on them.
Well, see, and the cool
What
thing
do you think
about
of
that
that?
is it's super shiny, but you
Yeah.
could brush a blue and a purple on that, and you just have to blend it a little bit while it's
Well, that's what I
wet.
mean. The heat staining, right?
Yeah.
So, Steve, what
But
if I were to keep some of the chrome, but things like the side pipes, the turbos, the intakes, and stuff? What if I did them in titanium? Did that heat staining? You know, with the blues and the purples and reds and stuff.
Yeah. I'm not really, I've seen it done. Sometimes I've looked at it and it's been too blue. Like, I guess I really have to look at something that was real with that, you know,
Yeah.
like I've never really
Oh,
looked at a motorcycle, the exhaust on it to see how,
that those titanium pipes, they can really change some pretty bright colors,
well, yeah.
greens and purple. blues
Right.
and oranges.
Right.
You know, I'm just trying to think because I mean, all these pipes here they need some serious cleaning, but
Well,
yet
yeah.
the valve covers,
Right.
they're nice. The fifth wheel
Yeah.
plate is nice. You know, some of the other parts are good.
Yeah, but they're
So,
not really chrome in real life. Some of that stuff.
oh, it is on a truck. Like if you actually find the right pictures of like this engine in the truck,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I mean
All right. That one. Yeah. Right.
it's all decked right out. The
Right.
side
That one there,
pipes, everything.
I can understand that one there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, here is, I don't know if you can see this or not, but the firewall in this. Oops.
You can't.
Can't see with the hood closed, eh? Let me just, it's really hard because all I'm using is my, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that firewall, I don't have a good camera, I guess, on this laptop, but that firewall was done in that chrome.
Yeah.
Now, it doesn't look real good here, obviously, you know, but if you were to look at it on the model, you'd say, wow, that looks like chrome, you know. It was one of the Revell's pre-finished 63, 64, 63 Impala. Yeah. I just painted the inside. And you can see the blemish on the door. I didn't notice that when I bought it. Freaking blemishes on the door. I would have asked them for a replacement body. They might have given it back to me.
All right, guys. Well, I've got to go eat dinner, so I'm gonna kick out of here.
Dinner?
I was thinking the same thing. It's like 9:45.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you better eat dinner at 9:45.
It ain't 9:45 here.
Yeah, 9:45.
See you guys later.
All right.
All right.
Well, thanks for stopping in. We'll talk to you guys later on.
Yeah. Yep. Sounds good, Mark.
All right. Later, Steve.
All right. Take care. I can figure out how to get out of here now. Yeah, I want to leave.